Good afternoon, everybody. Myself Ravina Sondkar. I am a management student and currently pursuing my MBA in HR specialization from SAS Institute of Management Studies. Today I am going to represent my presentation on very interesting subject is strategic management, and my presentation topic is change management and turnaround strategies. First of all, change management. What is change management? Change management is the creation and implementation of the roles, process, and tools that each of these groups use to effectively manage the people side of change. Next is who is involved in the managing change. A change manager can facilitate assessment, create a change management strategy, and develop change management plans, but they are not the only ones involved in managing change. The other groups involved in the managing change, they are project team, senior leaders, managers and supervisors, and employees. Then next is forces of change. There are internal forces and external forces. First is internal forces, included desire to increase profitability, recognition to increase efficiency, conflict between departments to change organizational culture. And next is external forces. External forces is what? Customer demand, competition, cost of inputs, legislation and taxes, political, ethic and social values, and technological change. Levin's change management model. What is Levin's change management model? Change is common thread that runs through all business regardless of size, industries and age. The concept of change management is a familiar one is most business today. Then one of the cornerstone model for understanding organizational change was developed by Kurt Lewin back in the 1940s and still hold true today. His model is known as unfreeze, change and refreeze, which refers to the three stage of process of change that is describes. Lewin is a physicist as well as social scientist, explain organizational changes using the analogy of changing the shape of block of ice. So guys, Mahatma Gandhi says about the change management, about the change, be the change you wish to see in the world. And President of Obama says change will not come if you wait for some other person and some other time. So let's show the Levin's model. Levin's models, first is unfreeze, then change, and then freeze or refreeze. So first is unfreeze. Unfreeze. This is the first stage of change, involves preparing the organization to accept the change is necessary, which involves breaking down the exciting status quo before you can build up a new way of operating. So they are included in, first is determine what needs to be changed. So what needs to be changed means survey the organization to understand the current state, then understand why change has to take place. Then next is ensure there is a strong support from senior management. Means what? To identify and win the support of key people within the organization, frame the issue as one of the organization wide importance. Third is create need for change. Means what? Create a compelling messages about why change has to occur. Use your vision and strategy as well as supporting evidence. Then next is communicate the vision in terms of the change required and emphasize the why and what and when. So next is fourth one is manage and understand the doubts and concern. So remain open the employees concern and address them in terms of the needs to change. This is a unfreeze model. Then next is a change model. Change model says after the uncertainty created in the unfreeze stage, the change management where the people begin to resolve their uncertainty and look for the do things. People start to believe and act in ways that supportive action direction. So they are included first. Communication of often to do so throughout the planning and implementation of the changes, describe the benefits, explain exactly how the changes will affect everyone and prepare everyone for what is coming. Next is dispel rumors. Dispel rumors means answer the questions openly and honestly, deal with problems immediately, relate the need for change back to operational necessities. Third one is empower action. Empower action provide lots of opportunity for employee involvement, and have line managers provide day-to-day direction. Fourth one is involve people in the progress, generate short-term wins to reinforce the changes and negotiate with the external stakeholders as well as necessary, for example, necessary employees organization. So next is refreeze or freezing stage and freezing model. When the changes are taking shape and people have embraced the new ways of working, the organization to refreeze. The refreeze stage also needs to help people and the organization internalize or instructionalize to the changes. This means making sure that the changes are used all the time and that they are incorporated into everyday business. So they are included first. Anchor the changes into the culture means what? Identify what support the changes, identify barriers to sustaining changes. Second is develop ways to sustain the change. That means ensure leadership support, create a reward system, adapt the organizational structure as necessary, and establish feedback system. Third one is provide support and training, keep everyone informed the support. And next and last one is all these stages a organization celebrate the success. And the best example of change management is Coca-Cola company. So perhaps no organization has been through the change management challenges quite like the Coca-Cola company. One example is from the 1980s when bitter rivals Pepsi started the aggressively target the Coca-Cola. In response, the latter released New Coke, a sweeter version of its classic drinks. New Coke was not success and did not appeal the public. Coca-Cola wasted no time in replacing it with the older formula. Here the brand was able to respond quickly and consumer references so that the product's appeal was mentioned. It even stretches as far back as World War II by offering free drinks to the soldiers. Coca-Cola quickly marketed itself as a symbol that of US war effort. At the same time, it boosted brand recognition in destination and countries that Allied forces were occupying. During this process, Coca-Cola cemented its presence through 64 extra manufacturing sites across the world. So next is turnaround strategy. The turnaround strategy is a retrenchment strategy by an organization when it feels that made decision made earlier is wrong and need to be undone before it damages the profitability company. Simplify turnaround strategy is backing out or relating from the decision wrongly made earlier and transforming from a loss making company to a profit making company. Following are the certain indicators which make it mandatory for a firm to adopt this strategy for its survival. This is that is continuous losses, poor management, work corporate strategies, persistent negative cash flows, high employee attrition rate, poor quality of functional management, declining market share, and uncompetitive products and services. The best example of turnaround strategy is Dell processor. Dell is the best example of turnaround strategy in 2006. Dell announced the cost cutting measures, and to do so it started selling its products directly, but unfortunately it suffered huge losses. Then in 2007, Dell withdrew its direct selling strategy and started selling its computers through the retail outlets, and today it is a second largest computer retailer in the world. So it is the best example of turnaround strategy. Then types of turnaround strategies what? First is operational strategy and strategic. So operational strategy means what? The focus is on finding ways to improve the operation of the business and design to the declines. And strategic means what? The focus is on the adjusting the strategies focuses of the business in terms of the product or market profile and halt the decline. Some different strategies is what? Liquidation strategies, divestment strategies, profit strategy, retrenchment strategy, and no change strategy. So thank you guys. If you like my video, then subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. Bye bye.